Does Dogecoin have the potential to go from its current price back to the old all-time high, nearly 1000% away? I do think there's potential, and I'm going to show you exactly why in today's video, so make sure you're watching until the end. If you haven't already, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and leave a comment if you're enjoying these videos. Before I get into the video, make sure to check out the description and the pinned comment of this video, as I'm giving my trading masterclass away for 50% off. Yes, 50% off. Using the link in the description, you can find my trading masterclass for a very reduced price. You're going to get over 6 hours of my entire trading knowledge, everything that I know, so make sure to check out the link today. When we scroll out on the chart of Dogecoin, you can see there was basically nothing back in this 2019-2020 region, but we had that massive spike in the 2021 region, moving up roughly 19,000%. So an absolutely massive bull run for Dogecoin. But let's look at where we are today. From this high at this price, at our current price point, we're down 90%. The overall low, complete low, was roughly 94%. So we've gone down a massive percentage for Dogecoin. Basically, looking at our current prices, you can either be saying you're extremely long for Dogecoin at these prices, or you think it's going to go to zero. So what probability do you believe that there is that Dogecoin itself is going to go to zero? In my personal opinion, I don't think there's a chance that it will go to zero, because someone like Elon Musk would definitely come in if Dogecoin was in trouble, because he even knows the Doge founder, as he's a big influencer on Twitter. I think he would step in definitely with a big investment if anything happened to Dogecoin. So we can see right now, overall, this is the entire box of the price action that's happened from this low here to this high here. The overall goal of trading is to be buying in the bottom 25%. Let's say that this is the 50% level. The goal is to be selling in this top 25% region, and the goal is to be buying in this bottom 25% region. You then buy in this area, looking to sell in this area. You sell in this area, looking to buy back your position to make profit in this area. So if you overall look at Dogecoin, we can sort of say, are we going to go to zero, or is there some potential to potentially come back to, let's say, this price through here, or even these prices through here, or even this local top through here, or even just where this candle came through, just through here, where the actual body finished. So there's a lot of price points. Can Dogecoin come into these areas from our current price? First one is 350, then 500, 670, and then 900% away. So obviously massive potential in the market if we can get it right. And overall, right now, Dogecoin is at this 7 cent level. If we are going to get another major drop for Dogecoin, you can basically expect it to be going to this zero level. Right here is negative, so obviously you cannot go negative. Right through here, that would what you'd be saying. You'd be saying we're basically going to zero in this region. So this is the risk on the potential trade, basically going to zero from our current price point. And this is the reward on our trade, using either this position through here. I think the third position out of all four is the best, coming back to where the bars touch. Maybe not so much back at the old all-time high, because there's just a massive wick. So a lot of people would be selling all in this area where this wick is. So let's say you can see that we're risking 100% to win 600% on the trade. That's a 6-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And in my opinion, it at least has somewhere around a 30% probability of occurring, and that's the extreme low end. So if we put a 30% probability with a 6-to-1 risk to reward into our traders equation, which is what I teach in my trading course, so make sure you check that out. If you plug those numbers, you actually find that you have an extremely profitable trading system, because you have a positive number, which then recreates, if you were to take that trade 100 times, then in the long run, you would be expected to make more money than lose money. Overall, you have to understand that even flipping heads and tails is a 50-50 strategy. 50% of the time you're going to get heads, 50% of the time you're going to get tails. But you can actually easily have streaks of 8+ wins in a row, or losses, heads or tails. But you just said that it's a 50-50 game. Yes, it is 50-50, but you can easily have these strings of wins and losses, even at a 50-50 game. If you were to reduce your probability to 30 or 40%, you're going to have even larger swings, because then you can easily have 12 losses in a row, 15 losses in a row. You're just playing the game of probability, and that's even why the martingale strategy doesn't work in gambling. I'm sure a lot of people have heard this, that when you bet, basically you bet an amount, if you lose, you double it, to not only to basically win back your original amount, but also to profit the original amount, and you keep doubling and doubling. But that really doesn't work, because there's table limits, and all of a sudden you find yourself, you started with $10 and you're betting $3,000, $5,000, $6,000 to try and win back your original $10. You'll overall find in the long run, even with 50-50, you can have massive swings in the market. So you need to be looking at what the actual probability is, what your risk to reward is. You plug both of those numbers into your trader's equation, you're able to figure out your exact long-term probability of this trading expectancy strategy. So honing in on my point, the real point I'm trying to make is we're really at the bottom of this overall range compared to the top end. Overall, you really want to be looking to buy in this range rather than be selling. You're right at the bottom of the range. We're down over 90% currently. You want to really be looking to be buying. You can see what's actually happened. We did have a form of a symmetrical triangle in this area here, which initially was acting as that support level. We've had place coming into support. Even these two areas through here definitely acted as support. We now poked a little bit lower, and you can see this whole box. It's not just an exact line where you just put a line and say, yes, that's a support level. If we go any lower than that, then that's it. We have an overall box in this region right here where we've got prices supporting every time we come into this overall region, not this exact price. So you can see that what's actually happening is we're right at the basic bottom, and we're getting some pushes up. Elon Musk has been making a lot of tweets about Dogecoin, and we've been seeing a lot of news and marketing coming through the Twitter. And overall right now, price and technically, we are at the bottom of the range. If we scroll in even further and we look at the exponential moving average on the weekly chart, it has just began to tick to the upside. It's obviously preemptively saying that we're going to make this big swing to the upside, because we pushed slightly higher here, we went a little bit lower, we pushed higher, we went lower, we pushed higher, then we went lower again, now we're pushing higher. Overall, we definitely could get some rejection in this area, but we're starting to see a bit of this EMA tick up. I wouldn't be saying personally buy right now. This is obviously not financial advice. This is all just for entertainment purposes. This is just what I'm doing in my own personal strategy. I'm just showing you for entertainment. Obviously, these are areas that I'm personally would be looking to buy, but I would wait for a nice long and upswing in this exponential moving average, maybe into this region here, where we have the exponential moving average trending to the upside, crossing into around this region here, would then give me the confidence to say, yes, I'm now looking to buy Dogecoin. And that might mean buying Dogecoin a little bit higher, nearly doubling its price. It's right now at this 7.9 cent mark, nearly 8 cent mark. I might be looking to buy at this 11 to 12 cent mark. The reason being is you need to understand risk reward and also probability. I'm going to structure my trade using the correct risk to reward. I'm also going to structure my trade using a higher probability. If I was to buy down in this region here, sure, I get better price, but do I get higher probability? No, I'd rather be buying in this region here, where I get a higher probability that my trade's going to work out. Sure, I get slightly less price, but I'm still going to structure my trade in the right way to have the right risk to reward. Then I know the probability is higher than if I was to buy back in this region down here. So overall, I'm looking to be getting long on Dogecoin. Obviously not right now. We need to wait for a bit of an uptick. We had massive region down here where we had a very downsloping exponential moving average. And you can see every time we're coming into this value zone or even the 20 EMA, getting massive sell-offs to the downside. So we need time to actually reject all those prices. We've got a lot of prices up through here that we're going to see a lot of rejection. Right through here, we're seeing a lot of support. I am expecting, even in this region, to have at least a small amount of support. Reason being is we've got support, which broke through. It's now acting as a resistance level, as you can see right through here. And I expect when price comes back into this region, we're at least going to see a small amount of resistance. So as I was saying before, the real goal is to be selling in the top 25%, and the top 25% of this overall box right through here. I'd be looking to sell in this region right through here, which is roughly that 60-cent range. So I'd be looking to sell at that 60-cent range on Dogecoin. We're currently at that 7.9, roughly 600% I'd be looking for. I'd be looking somewhere to risk around 30% on the trade, looking for that 600% gain. But then, like I've teach in my actual trading course, so you need to check out the description, I only ever risk 3% of my total portfolio on any single trade. You just said that you're risking 30%. Yes, because you can structure a trade where you're risking 30% on this potential trade right here, but you're only actually risking 3% or less than your total portfolio. So I teach you all of this in my trading course. It's really not that hard to understand. Once you have these simple concepts, you'll be spewing out these numbers better than me. So you really need to understand that. And that's truly the region I'd be looking to get out of Dogecoin, looking to gain that 600%. Again, make sure to smash the like button, make sure to smash the subscribe button, leave a comment. If you'd like to continue watching YouTube, watch the video on the screen right now, and make sure to check out the description where I have my trading course at 50% off.